Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program Season 4. Last episode we launched a mission to Duna, and they are waiting to do their final burn to finalize their intersection with Duna's sphere of influence. And in the meantime, we're going to launch a second rocket. This one will have this satellite here for the Research and Development Department. It's just an unmanned probe, has antenna, and can generate power. That's easy. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. We can make a really small satellite for this, and it will be quite an efficient launch. So let's hop on over to the vehicle assembly building, and we're going to go ahead and leave this here, but we're not going. It's not going to be the lander. It's going to be a Duna ComSat. Mark 1. Alright. We're going to save it as that. This lander will be gone. Let's take the fairing off first. Delete the fairing. Alright, so we're probably going to use this same launch vehicle here. But instead of this, we're going to get this off of here. And we're going to put a teeny tiny satellite. Calm relay. Let's see what he looks like. Looks beautiful. It's got antenna, can do power. What's this one look like? Oh, oh, look at you. But I'm gonna do this one. All right, because it's got the better. It's got the better stiff there. All right, so it's got a stack separator, got batteries. It's can generate power, and it's got an antenna, and I'm assuming it has a probe-obiton. Yeah, here it is. Is that the best antenna that we've got? I think it is. RA15. Yeah. And this is RA2. Okay, so yeah, it is. It is for sure. Alright, so that's going to be what we take up there. For that, I think I'll go ahead and put just a little more science on here because I can. I'm going to put on the gravioli here and the press mat barometer over here. There we go. Very good. Alright, so that thing is ready. Now this is going to go away because we don't need it. So how am I going to make this? There we go. Just like that. Alright, so let's take this off. And all of that off. Now we need something to store stuff. Something that we can drop down onto the planet. That will store lots of stuff. This thing nice and large? Oh yeah. Look at the size of this baby. Oh yeah. Let's see what all we can put in him. I don't think I need those either. Don't need RCS for this. This will need to drop to the surface. Alright, so I will need a decoupler on here. Decoupler, not that one, this big one. Nope, that's too big. This one? Yeah. So we will put this thing into orbit, we will decouple, and it will parachute down with parachutes. Yes, parachutes. Utility. Oh, that's cargo. Utility. Let's put 4 of these parachutes on there, and then we'll put 4 drogue chutes. This thing's gonna be heavy. Hopefully that'll do it. All right, so now for the inside of this thing, it can hold 16,000 liters. So what did we need for everything? We need. I'm gonna go ahead. Can I put these things in? No. Use stock game abilities to handle those parts. Well, aren't you something? Let's put this on top of that then. Okay. That looks like crap. Yeah, well, you look like crap. Shut up. Alright, so let's put this in there. And a gobhead. And a grand slam. And an ionographer. And a photovoltaic. And a weather analyzer. And an experiment control. And 2 more of these guys. How's that? That's beautiful. Okay. And we're probably gonna change that up to make that look prettier. Okay, so for this thing, we need all of the parts for the buffalo. Do I remember what all I added to the buffalo? No, I do not. So that's a problem. So we've got a buffalo cabin, and then we've got. Should we even put the cabin? Or should we just put some unmanned one? This one contains a probe core. Alright, so yeah, let's take that out. This thing will be a lot lighter. Oh yeah, a lot lighter. Okay, so the probe core, and then we're going to do buffalo parts. Buffalo man, won't you come out tonight? We'll do the end. And we'll do chassis. One, two, do 3 chassis, and then quarter chassis, crew cabin, half chassis, service bay. We could do a bed with solar panels. Okay. So we'll do, whoops. We'll do that. And then we're also going to need some wheels. The mountain goats were pretty good. Let's see. They're light. Not quite as light as the bear cubs, though. I like the mountain goats. Let's do 6 of those. Or should we just do 4? Let's do 5 and 6 of those things. And then we will need, what else? Batteries. We can put batteries in these, right? I'm assuming once we put them together we can. That's a big assumption. We're going to need wheel jacks. No, jack. Don't go in there. Gonna need some wheel jack. I don't know if do you need 4 of these, or do you just need 1? We're gonna put 4 in here. All right. What else do we need? Probably some containers of some sort. Let's put one of these buckboards in there so that we can drive stuff around. Flex fuel power pack. That'd be cool. Yeah, let's put it in there. Why not? We're also going to need some tools in here. Yes, tools. The tools of the trade. We're going to need some ladders, perhaps. Yep. Let's put some explosives in here. Never know when. Might need that. Very good. We're going to need some tools to do stuff with. So, a couple electric screwdrivers would be good. And, let's see. Maybe some ladders. Some regular ladders in addition to that. 1 ladder's there. Outback ESP. Small pack to carry a handful of items. Ha! Cool. We want that. Let's see. What else do we need, maybe? A micro ISRU. Converts ore into fuel. About drills. Do we need drills on this thing? It's a wagon. Planetary ISRU. Okay, greenhouse. Centrifuge. Okay. A lot of energy to run, huh? Let's go ahead and put on just a little, just a Buffalo ISRU. Crew cabin. Ah, here it is. Buffalo drill. Okay. And then we'll probably need some thermal relief here. Let's put the small ones on there. No, not the small ones. We want the... Yeah, we'll do the small ones. And then we'll do some solar panels just in case. You never know. We'll do a few batteries just in case. You never know. And what else? A probe core just in case. Yeah. Maybe an external command seat just in case. I mean, this is for Mars, so we're gonna have to be ready. Maybe some monopropellant. You never know. And maybe some RCS thrusters. You never know. 2, 3, 4. All right. That looks. It's looking pretty good. Anything else we might need? Got batteries. Might need an antenna. So let's put on a couple of these guys. There we go. And what else? I think that might be it. Should we put on a regular bed just in case? We might need that. Yeah. Alright, I think we're ready. I think we are ready to send this thing to Duna. We could take this jet wing. I tried it out on Kerbal. I didn't have a lot of luck. Maybe we can have more luck on Mars. Alright. Whoops. Alright, here we go. So we're ready with that then. This is going to land. We probably should put some landing gear on it. Like so. There we go. And let's start retracted. There we go. Alright. I think we are ready to go. Should I put some ladders on this thing? How are they going to get to this? It's going to be pretty tall. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be just fine. Real ladylike. Okay. This thing's ready. Does this have a probe core? Wait. And an antenna. Wait. Communications. Let's put an antenna on this thing. And I'm assuming it has a probe core, because I put one on there. It's a good assumption on your part, buddy boy. Yeah, yes it is. Okay, I think we're ready. I think this thing is ready. Okay. Let's build our fairing up. Boop. Alright. Lovely. Okay. All good there, all good there, all good there. These are all good. Let's see. What is this an engine for? For that. Okay. And you know what? We could just do a docking port on there. No, it's got a separator because it's got the engine. Okay. And then we're going to need one more for the parachutes. There we go. Like so. That went pretty well last time. I'm assuming it's going to go well this time as well. Alright. How come it has so much less delta V? Oh, because it doesn't have that thing on here. Okay. Well, I think we're okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't have to come back, so. I am going to fix this antenna. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're ready. Let's do this. Alright. The Duna Polar ComSat is going to be launched. And we're going to do basically the same thing we did last time. But this thing is quite a bit heavier than the other rocket. I thought it would be lighter, but I was obviously out of my mind. It's a lot heavier. It's got all that cargo in it. But this should still get us into orbit quite easily. We will have to use the nuclear engines, I think, some, to actually get us into the final orbit. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be just fine. Real ladylike. Alright, in my... You'll see my Apple Apps is at 741,000. In my effort to... I had forgotten to auto-strut this this satellite to the rocket, and it was wobbling, and it was awful. And in my effort to rectify that, I flew too high. So... but that's okay. We didn't use any of our nuclear fuel to do that. We used all of our rocket fuel. So we're going to use our nuclear fuel here now to finalize our orbit, which I should be able to do even if I'm not at my apoapsis. But I'm going to go ahead and get at my apoapsis just to make it kosher here. So we're going to go ahead and pop that up to 70K. Then we're going to be in a nice, very elliptical orbit of Kerbal here. There we go. And so now I am going to set a course for Duna, just like we did last episode. Let's set that as our target. We are going to add a maneuver node on the prograde side of our orbit, just like so. And start designing our maneuver node here. See, this is what I wanted last time, 887. That's what I was thinking it should have been closer to, but I don't know why I didn't wasn't able to achieve that, but that's okay. Oh, look at that nice eclipse of Ike there of Duna. That is cool. Alright, so here we go. We're going to have to do a polar orbit on this guy. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be rendezvousing the two ships together, but they will need to land this cargo container somewhere and then land the lander near that as well. So let's go ahead and bring that up there. Let's dial this in just a little here. Go. Okay, that may be about the best we can do with this current alignment here. Whoa, wrong button, buddy. Okay, so I think we're going to go there with 887, then we can fine-tune it once we get to that point. So let's get ready to do our burn, and I'm going to go ahead and warp around to that. That is in 23 minutes. So we're going to do an orbit of Kerbal, basically. And then, oh, there's Caper. Hi, Caper. She's actually not coming over here. Don't. She's probably thinking I'm talking to her like right now, especially since I said her name. And she'll be over here soon, rubbing on the microphone stand, causing all kinds of havoc. That's just what she do. I need to get a shock mount for my microphone so that if a cat does rub against the microphone stand, it doesn't make a big horrible noise. I can see that the ship is still kind of wobbling a little bit as we move here, and that's disturbing me. So let's see if we can Get some more auto struts going here. Man, I am doing terrible with my burns today. Okay, let's check this out. We're going to watch the burn occur here, and hopefully it will not require a lot of adjustments. It'll require some just by design, because we saw that it wouldn't be spot on exactly where we wanted it, so that's okay. Real life scientists have hundreds of people working on orbital mechanics, and they have to make correction burns as well, so it's just part of space travel. Okay, there we go. We have escaped Kerbin's sphere of influence, and now we are burning towards Duna. And as we approach Duna here, we should be able to see our indicator pop into here. As this approaches this, as this marker approaches our target marker, we should see where'd my marker go? Oh, there he goes. Okay. Must have had it entered the sphere of influence of something else. Okay. And getting there, getting there, getting there. Alright. And we're not quite there. Oh, missed it. Oh, darn. Shucky darn, that was close. Let's see if I can maneuver around to the retrograde marker and just see if I can just burn back a little bit and get back here. There we go. Just burn just a little bit back. There it is. There it comes. And stop. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A nice little 12 million range thing there. Okay, so now we're going to have to make this a better burn as well. And in order to do so, we're going to need to go back to Duna. Back to Kerbin here. Get on our flight path and start another burn right there. And let's see if we can change this up a little bit here so that we can get closer to our target. There we go. Something like so. 6.5, 6.3. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then we'll dial this in. We'll get into position there, and we'll have to change our plane, but it shouldn't be too bad. That's a nice little 3.5 burn. That's 4 days away. 4 days, 5 hours. The other one is 4 days and 1 hour, so we will actually get to this one first, but I'm going to go ahead and add another alarm there. So we're going to go ahead and speed towards this one. It should prompt us for our lander to do its secondary burn first. Yeah, auto time warp canceled. Thought so. And the Duna lander is going to do their burn. Awesome. Jump to the ship. Okay. Let's get ready to do the burn here. It's in 2 minutes, so we've got plenty of time to get into position. There we go. And there we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's put it on the target of Duna here. Focus view there. Why don't I see the maneuver node? That's making me a little nervous. I don't see the maneuver node. Okay, well, let's just do the burn and see what happens. Huh? Let me quick save it. Quick save is my friend. Alright, here we go. Do the burn. Oh, because we don't have an intersection yet. That's why. I had to change it. Oh, what was that? What was that all about? See this jump back up? That was weird. Whoa, here we go. Alright. Let's see if we can fine-tune this thing here. Let's go radial. We're on radial out already. Let's see. Let's just see if we can fine-tune this bad daddy here. Alright, let's just draw this in. This is my actual course here, so I don't need that maneuver node anymore. We're going to go ahead and swing him around here. Just like so. Yep. Alright. We're going to do normal. Just like that. And then we're going to go up here. Nope. Anti-normal. Sorry, friends. Anti-normal is what we needed. That's why you do this with maneuver nodes. That way you don't waste fuel seeing which node you need. Alright. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bring her on up to about 90 degrees. A little bit more. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then see if we can go retrograde. See what that does for us. I think that should bring that in a little bit. Let's see. Nope. Need prograde. Unless we want to get an icon counter. Which wouldn't be bad, but that's not the reason for this mission. We're going to Duna. If we have enough fuel, we might swing over to icon and do that as well. But oh yeah, look at this. Love it. Oh yeah. Look at there. A little bit of an aero capture. Straight up landing. That's what that is. I'm going to have to pop it out just a little bit. A little bit of a popping out. And let's just pull it back out just a hair. There we go. Alright. So, now this guy is ready to fly to here. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up another maneuver node for his orbit. Another 558 delta V. And we're going to set up this maneuver node alarm. Here we go. I can delete this one, right? Yes. Okay. So the next one is going to be the Duna ComSat. So we'll go ahead and speed up time there. Duna ComSat for 3 hours. Then we'll switch to it, do its final burn. Okay. This one has a tiny little burn, a little 3.5 meters per second. So let's take a look and see what we got here. See if we can see the two trajectories of our ships here. So we got the lander here, and then we got the ComSat. So you can see they're on similar trajectories, but one stops way sooner than the other. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into position here to do this burn. Just like so. And then once we get that burn done, just be waiting for Duna and our ships to arrive at the same location at the same time. Whoop, there we go. That was quick. There we go. Let's see. Get this down to where I wanted it. I should have been focusing on Duna to see where we actually were ending up, but it's not as critical with this flight because it's just a satellite, so we're gonna have to do some fine-tuning as it is. Oh mama, oh mama. Let's see if we can drop that down just a little. That's way off, and it's way more efficient to burn further away from the planet because you have less gravity to deal with. So all right, tiny burns can make huge differences when you're real far away, as you will soon see. I'm going to do a little tiny tap. Tiny tap. We should be able to make this where we want it here. 6.5 I think is what we had targeted. Yep, 6.5. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to add another maneuver node here to put you in orbit. Whoops. Like so. And 7.9. It's 9. Let's see if I can dial that in just a little bit to 7.9. Of course, when we change the plane, it'll change, but get as close as we can here. There we go. 1,000 meters per second to get into that orbit. Oh, it's because we're so far away from the planet. But that's okay. We've got plenty of fuel for that guy. Don't think that's going to be a problem. Well, I hope not. I hope we'll still have enough to drop that thing on the planet without too much trouble. Okay. Let's add another maneuver node. And what's the next one? Well, the next one is whenever the command module gets back to Kerbal. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and do a quick save of that. And let's go to the map. And let's check on that guy. Where is he? Yeah, here he is. Switch to him. Okay. He's only got 1,047, and then he's going to be out of fuel. But he only needs 931. So let's go ahead and zoom to that maneuver node. Pew. He's zipping through space for half a year. There goes the sun. Bye-bye, sun. And then we'll be most of the way to our other two landers as well. Getting some science from our surface thing, so that's good. Also, my my science module on Minmus and in the orbit of the Minmus in the station. Why can't I talk today? They should both have quite a bit of science saved up after all this time as well, so I'll have to check on that. I'll do that off camera. But we can recover that science and should get a lot from that. That'll be cool. So we should see Kerbal coming up here pretty quick. Yep, there it is. Whee! Okay. Awesome. Get ready to go retrograde, buddy. You are coming in for landing on... No, not landing. Okay, delete on close. There we go. you are going to do one final burn here and get into orbit of Kerbal, and then at some point we'll send somebody up to retrieve the science out of the sky. Maybe put it in one of the stations, or maybe just recover it and recover it back to Earth. No, not Earth, Kerbal. Okay, here we go. Turn on your rocket. Turn on the rockets. Turn on the rockets. Turn on the rockets today. Okay. This is exciting. It's back from Duna with science. Science to share. So, yeah, maybe next couple episodes we'll do a rendezvous mission? No, rendezvous mission with this ship and get the science out of it. And I guess should we decommission it or let it burn up, or I don't know what we should do. Blow it up? Leave it in space? Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Who knows what we'll do? Okay, we've got an orbit, so that's good. But I am going to bring it up a little closer here, just so that we have an easier time doing the rendezvous. And oh yeah, beautiful. I don't think we'll have enough fuel to deorbit this thing. We might, but we're not going to do that just yet. Not just yet. 478 is still quite a ways from Kerbal, so it will be an interesting rendezvous. Okay, there we go. Now it is back in orbit. Okay, so I want to rename this thing here. Yeah, this is a probe, not a ship. Yeah. Boop. There we go. The command module is back. Only 111 Delta V left. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed up time for another 134. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the tracking station. And let's just check on our science at the Minmus station. Let's see if we can grab some of that while we're waiting. Minmus station. I'm scared to go to the Minmus planetary base. Else disaster may strike. Alright. We are here at we're here at Duna already. In the midst of an eclipse of Ike there. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do our... I meant to watch it as it approached Duna, but oh well. That's what happens. We're not paying attention. Okay, well, we're here at Duna. And this is an awesome shot here of an eclipse here. That is cool. We're going to go ahead and get into our periapsis here of our current orbit. And we're getting all kinds of science going. And get ready to do our burn and burn. This will put us into orbit of Duna. That is cool. Like the entirety of this hemisphere of Duna is under an eclipse from Ike there. That's awesome. We are now getting into orbit of Duna. So this should safely put us into an orbit. Why is it showing that our trajectory is going to be down there? Well, I guess we're not going to need that much fuel after all. Well, that's awesome. It's even better. Even better. So I'll just keep an eye on this thing here. And as soon as we getting all kinds of gravity scans and all kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good science. Oh yeah. Got our orbit achieved, but we are going to bring it in just a little bit. So that it makes it nice and easy to rendezvous with. In the future, I should have just allowed that icon counter. Huh? Should I? Do an icon counter. We've got 35 days. And then... No. Well, we can do a flyby, but it'll require more fuel to... It'll slingshot us out into the galaxy again if we do that flyby. Now let's go ahead and continue what we're doing. I would love a flyby, but I don't want to spend extra fuel correcting our orbit. All right, because I would like to do an Ike landing if I can, with the fuel that we have remaining, if that's possible. We'll see what we have left. All right, we got 1,750 left now. We may not have enough for Ike. We'll have to see what the return trip to Kerbin's going to be like. But we will leave this orbit as it is for now. It's a little bit elliptical, but we should still be able to rendezvous, no problem. So let's go ahead and switch around here to our friends here, Balder and the two engineers. The two engineers are going to have to repack these parachutes on this thing. Oh my gosh. I just realized we don't have enough room to bring everybody back home. Somebody's going to have to stay on Duna. That's okay. It can be the engineers. Mist and Dark. The pilot and scientist will come back home. Maybe the scientist should stay. He's gonna be the one going down on the in the lander anyway. Truth be told, at least that was the idea. All right, so let's. I can't believe I did that. All right, so let's switch around to the. Well, let's just speed up time and wait for our satellite to come in. Getting lots of good science. That's good. Alright, there is Duna up above us. We are quite a bit a ways from Duna, but we knew that we would be. I mean, that's where they want their satellites. So that's where we're putting it. So we're going to go ahead and achieve our orbit with this command module. We will detach the satellite, put it into position, and then try to get the this little guy onto the surface. Hopefully those chutes slow that thing down enough, otherwise no rover and no weather analyzer. I don't know if I have a weather analyzer in the lander or not. I can't remember if I put one in there, quite frankly. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing into position. Another 2-minute burn. Now the satellite is going to be going in the wrong direction, so we will have to go up to the apoapsis and do quite a bit, a pretty big burn to change our direction of travel. But you know, it is what it is. I guess I might have been able to do something differently. I probably could have, if I would have done a different adjustment burn. Could have gotten that direction of travel correct, but I didn't notice. But hopefully this relay satellite being this far out will help maintain connection with Kerbin. At least I hope. Yeah, I hope. And we are good. Okay, so now I need to let this thing go up to the apoapsis to change our direction of travel. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to there. And we're going to do a retrograde burn. And then we'll have to do... it will turn into prograde eventually. Okay, so let's get into position here. Come on, come on. let's go ahead and I guess detach the satellite now, right? I hope it has enough. I think it will. Let's go ahead and detach it. Let's aim the camera up here. Alright, let's detach this. Alright, let's switch to him. And turn on his solar panels. Okay, turn on this. Alright, get ready to do retrograde burn. Okay. Not the most efficient way to do this, but I mean, this is the most efficient way to do this. Now, would have been much more efficient for me to plan this this direction back when we were still out of the sphere of influence of Duna, but that's okay. This thing's got 4,000 delta V, so it's really not too big of a deal. Alright, so now we're doing prograde, and we're going to get our periapsis out to 6.594. Ooh, got a little something going on there. And then we'll change our plane, and bada bing, bada boom. Whoa, hello. That's not what I wanted, but that's okay. Let's come down here to... Got my apoapsis out of whack here. Yeah, too high. Alright, so let's go to our ascending node, which will be down here. Add a maneuver. And we're going to try to get this thing lined up with this thing here. There we go. Get her lined up. It's hard to tell. It's just right. There we go. Because you have to, you kind of have to do it a little at a time to make sure that you're not flying way off into space there. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's do that. Burn. That should get us pretty close, and then we can dial it in from there. We can go ahead and send some science back, and that will give us one of our missions. Yep. Boop. There we go. Yeah, science data from space around Duna. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our burn. Here. What? Excuse me? No reaction wheel. Of course we don't have a reaction wheel. That would make too much sense. How could I have a freaking ship without a reaction wheel? I think I remember building this and then saying, oh, I need to add a reaction wheel to that. And of course never did. Of course I didn't. That would make too much sense. I have lots of want tos and should haves. There we go. Very good. Now let's we're gonna have to bring in our apoapsis to 7.9. So let's do that at our periapsis. So let's bring that in 7.9. That's pretty good right there. Alright, that's pretty good, and I don't know if that's going to be good enough on our inclination or not, but let's fly around to our apoapsis, and we will bring in our periapsis down to where they want it. And alright, looks like we have achieved our polar orbit of Duna. Whew. Alright, good. Good. So now let's switch back over here to the lander. And oh wait, no. We're not gonna do the landing yet. That's gonna be a whole nother episode. We're going to go ahead and go back to this guy. Yeah, let's switch back to him. We're going to go ahead and get the cargo landed. Oops, wrong one. Get the cargo landed here. So let's see this here. I think this is it. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, so now let's go to our apoapsis with him, and we're going to go retrograde. And we're going to burn until our periapsis is reasonable. Like a few 100,000 meters, maybe. Definitely not 2.5 million. Definitely not. Let's do about 100,000. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now we'll go to our periapsis. We'll do the same thing. And then we will decide to do our landing. Oh, lovely. Look at the heat shimmering around the poles. That's cool. Or is that clouds? What is that? Is that clouds? That's awesome. Either way, it's awesome. I love the new textures. Can I just say that? Love it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the same thing down here. We're going to burn until our apoapsis is reasonable. And then we will land this puppy. Hopefully, successfully. Around the equator. That's the idea. Where should we land it? Where should we land it? Guess wherever we can. Huh? Let's slow her on down. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to go up to our apoapsis once again. And I'm going to do a burn retrograde once again. And I don't have a probe core on this thing, do I? No, I don't. Uh-oh. I was going to detach this and then let this go back up and we could reuse the fuel, but it's not going to work. So I'm just going to burn down till we get to about to the equator, about right there. Looks good. All right, here we go. Let's see if this thing survives re-entry. Or entry, I should say. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and start going, I guess. Yeah. I should have put some sort of antenna on this thing. Oh, I did. Okay, good. That way, whenever we get into the Atmo, I can ditch this guy, and we can about to hit Mars Atmo. I think it starts at about 50. Yep. Okay. It's super light, of course. We can start slowing down with this thing. Probably should retract those things. Don't want them to blow up. Let's just slow her on down. Don't want to slow down too much because I don't want to end in the pole here. But let's see what we get. It's gonna be pretty high anyway, but we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Slow us down, Johnny. Slow us on down. Not much atmosphere to slow us down. Not much atmo to slow us down. Okay, here we go. Hitting the quote-unquote heavy atmosphere now. We're going to detach this. Here we go. Just like so. Alright, now I can use my engines. Slow us down. Coming in pretty fast. Keep slowing, keep slowing, keep slowing. Are we ready to jettison? I think we are. Alright. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Love it when a plan comes together. Where are we at? The lowlands, okay. And we will soon be touching down. Not a super ideal location, but that's okay. It's pretty flat here, so that's good. What's that over there? Maybe something that we could use. Uh-oh. 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 Wasn't paying attention. That's okay. Doesn't matter. This thing doesn't have to be standing up. Although we might take all these parachutes off just to keep, you know, in case we need them. Alright. Very good. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a long episode. Hopefully I can get the length down a little bit. But I'll see you guys next time. We will land on Duna and build our rover and go from there. Bye. Kerbal's waiting by the window, vaguely looking down at their saw, and hoping possibly Jebediah will come home with some raw from Inmus or the moon. Maybe he'll come home soon. Was never what it once was, shouldn't really fly anymore. Either as if an answer with a sound like blowing up your ears. Jeb should pressure through Kerbal's atmosphere. Crowds gather as hundreds of rocks of our favorite kind from endless fill their bedrooms, but they don't actually mind.